Huh? India International School of Virginia. Antena? Inka center em leda?
India International School, Chantilly.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Ramananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shivananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Krishna Paramatma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Nityananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Vyasa Bhattarkaya Namaha. Atma Namaskars to one and all. You are all my Guru Swarupa. There are so many thousands of Siddhayogi in the entire globe. And for the new audience also, I am praying my Guru in all of you. Today, in the India International School of Virginia, on 19th November 2022, I am speaking here. I am very glad to see you, all of you. Though most of you are Telugu knowing people, but as you said, 30% of people are non-Telugu people. So for the sake of all of you, I am talking English. Wherever we are going, we have to stress on this mental energy. What we are living to live happily, is it not? We are living to live happily. How we derive this happiness, we should know. We are trying to derive happiness by means of so many things. By seeing, by hearing music, by seeing pictures, by eating good food, by smelling good flowers, and indulging in sex. So these are the sensory pleasures with which we are living. Actually, we are living for that only. But out of these 5 sensory pleasures, there are main 2 things. Out of these 5, what are they? They are tongue and the sex. Tongue and the sex. Prithviyam yanti bhutani jihopastha nimittakum jihopastha parityage prithviyam kim prayojanam. There is one stanza in Uttar Gita. Everybody living on this earth only to have 2 things. One is jihva upastha. Jihva means tongue. Tongue means to have good food. And upastha means to have sex life. If these 2 things are not there, we need not live on this earth. That means there is no need of living on this earth. You will be enjoying inside. So main obstacles for enjoying this eternal bliss are mainly the food and tongue. Tongue and upastha. See, our happiness out of these 5 senses, the main factor which is necessary to enjoy all these senses is your prana shakti. Your prana shakti, you know, anybody got about this prana shakti, life force, the vital energy, which is responsible for our living. Unless you don't have this life force, you cannot enjoy anything. So our enjoyment is totally dependent upon the energy that is available in our body, That the prana shakti has got so many qualities. What are those qualities? One is divine light. Divine light. You see, observe any person, you will see a glow in the eye. There will be a glow in the, you will have white eye, white portion of the eye, and in the middle there will be black portion, cornea, and in that cornea there will be white glow. There will be shining glow will be there in everybody, not only in everybody, every living creature also. That glow is divine light. That is there in every human being. Our quantity of prana shakti can be known by seeing this glow in the eyes. If it is faded away, just before death, you cannot see that glow. It will be fading. Even when you are young, your face and the eyes will be glowing, is it not? So, before death, it will be fading. After death, you don't see that glow. That clearly indicates that prana shakti is in the form of divine light. If you touch a dead body, you will feel that it is cold and clammy, dead body. Whereas a living body, if you touch it, you will feel warm. That means that life force, that prana shakti is in the form of heat. It is in the form of heat. So it has got quality of heat and divine light. And when we are talking, with so many subjects. So when this is vacated from this body, you don't have the thoughts. So it clearly indicates that it is knowledge. So the prana shakti is knowledge, heat, and divine light, and happiness also. Why? When you are having sufficient energy inside, you will be always jumping and you will be active throughout. When it is faded away, you will be very weakened. See, you are going to, most of you are software engineers. Most of you, I think so. So, early in the morning, you will be energetic. In the evening, after seeing computers and all these things, doing the computer work, in the evening, your face and everything will become faded away. You will become weakened. Weakened in the sense. So, it is power. So, prana is power also. Power, heat, knowledge, and happiness also. Happiness, how with the help of these five senses you are enjoying. A dead body can never enjoy. Is it not? Even the senses are there. So when your life force is there within your body, then only you can enjoy. So the happiness will be derived out of prana shakti when it is there in you. So pranam has got fire, Agni, knowledge. Knowledge, without that you cannot think anything. So Agni, knowledge, happiness, and power and divine light. So all these qualities are there with the prana shakti. That prana shakti, how it is circulating in our body, we should know. How it is circulated in the body, we should know. If a person died or alive, how can you say? By seeing his respirations. When there are no respirations, can you say that he is alive? Only a person who attained samadhi, then we cannot differentiate whether he is dead or attained samadhi. But rest of the persons, we can declare that he is alive, means he is having the respirations. When the respirations are there only, breathing only, we can say that he is alive. It's not. So the prana shakti is now being circulated in our body, and it is being expressed out in the form of respirations. Is it not? So it is expressed in the form of respirations. How these respirations are, that also we should know. See, we are having two phases of respiration, that is upward and downward movement. This upward movement is called inspiration, and in downward movement is called expiration. In Sanskrit, we call it as utswasam, or Telugu also. Uttswasam, ut means upward, niswasam means downward. So we are having two phases of respirations. Now, among these two, you are expiring more than inspiring. That also we should know. Nobody's minding about that, how our respirations are there, are in our body. See, when you are expiring very easily. Now you find yourself, you are expiring more easily. But when you are taking upwards, you are feeling some difficulty. Is it not? You are feeling difficulty when you are taking inside or upwards. But it is becoming very easy when you are pushing it downward. Is it not? Is there any objection for this point? Do you all of you agree or not? Is it not? So it clearly indicates that there is something difference between the upward and downward. The upward movement of inspiration, utswasam. We are feeling difficulty means we are spending energy to take it upwards. And downwards means you are losing energy. We are losing energy by downwards. And by taking upwards, you have to struggle a lot. You have to struggle a lot. So that struggling is also spending energy. But that spending energy is more in the expiration. It's not. So like that, the energy with we are living is being regularly lost through our expiration first. Our expiration. This has started from our birth onwards, not only now. This has started from our birth onwards. When we are coming from the womb, the expiration started first. Of course, I have given so many explanations how this explanation started first. If you can see my videos, but I need not explain. I want to go some other details. So take it granted, we are starting with the expression first and going downwards, again taking upwards. Like that, we are expiring more. We are expiring more. How you know? You are expiring up to 30 centimeters and inspiring from 20 centimeters only. So in every respiratory cycle, we are losing about 10 centimeters extra energy to push out more. So that 10 centimeters of energy contains not only the just air, it contains divine energy, divine knowledge, divine happiness, and divine power also. All these things are going out through your expiration. Through our expiration. Because of this only, when you are spending energy, you will have again appetite. You will have to take food. To compensate that, you are taking food. Is it not? We are taking 2 or 3 times a day. Even though if you don't do anything, even if you go on journey, you are taking journey sitting happily inside the vehicle, but yet you will have the thirst and appetite. Why these are happening? Because you are spending energy for the function of the organs in our body, that is heart, lungs, kidney, brain, and whatnot. Not only that, you are losing this energy through this expiration. So to compensate that, we are taking food inside, is it not? When we are taking food since birth onwards, we are taking food since birth onwards. Are you not? We are taking food since birth onwards, but yet we are losing regularly this divine power. We are, say, when you are young, you are so more energetic. You will be jumping, playing, and you will be eating more. Everything is very fast and active. But now the same body has come to this stage, and we are not able to take food more. We are not able to walk actively. We are not able to think actively, and everything is diminished, is it not? But we never stop taking food. We are taking food to compensate that energy, but yet we are losing so much daily. How 10 centimeters in one respiratory cycle, 15 times per minute in 1 minute, 900 times per hour in 1 hour, and 21,600 times of respirations into 10 centimeters. That will be amounting to 2.166 kilometers per day. This much of energy, along with the happiness, knowledge, and everything, we are being regularly losing. So when we are losing, to compensate, we are taking food. But that is not totally being compensated, because we are taking only physical food. But we are losing divine energy. Not only that, to get this energy from the food, only a little amount of food is being converted to energy, but rest of it is being converted into impurities. These impurities are grossly thrown by our urine and motion. And there is intermediate product of impurities that is responsible for our construction of the body, and also accumulation of so many impurities in the form of phlegm, kapham, phlegm and kapham, phlegm or kapham. You know, kapham, we think that this is coming from the throat. This is the seat where from you are getting this kapham, but that is being formed in every body. That is being formed every part of the body. Every minute, every cell, it is being formed, because whatever the food is you are taking is not totally being burnt out into energy. Most of it is accumulated in the form of impurities. To burn out these impurities, most of you are doing exercise, bodily exercise, yogasanas, and all these things we are doing. But yet, that the phlegm goes on accumulating, because that is not being totally rooted out by all these things. They are not totally thrown out by doing all these things, but they are also useful basically. Basically, they are useful, but there is another thing, that is that the phlegm is accumulated not only in our body, that is being accumulated in our brain also. Due to that brain, our brain is becoming very dull. When it is becoming dull means you will be mentally weakened. When your mind is weakened, you cannot withstand the circumstances they are prailing in front of you. You cannot withstand. And not only that, you are facing so many these family burdens. Because of family burdens, we are facing so many things, and we cannot withstand. Most of the people we cannot withstand because of loss of our energy. Our mind has become weakened. So withstanding of the circumstances is not by the circumstances, by your mental energy only. Mental energy only. In youth, you are used to withstand anything. because of young blood, warm blood. You say that we have young and warm blood. What is that blood? That is energy. So when that energy is there, you will be able to do anything. But when the age advances, we are not in a position to counteract all these circumstances. So with all these things, what you are losing is that the prana shakti. That the prana shakti is losing of prana shakti is responsible for our weakened mind. So it requires mental energy. Mental energy. Everybody requires mental energy. Should have to gain that mental energy. Not only for a person who is doing work, for any person who is sitting sedentarily or doing some administrative work, for his brain or for his body also, everybody requires mental energy. That loss of energy gradually in our body is responsible for our misery. That is called samsaram. Samsaram means, don't think that I got so many children, I have to marry all these things. When it is going out, your mind goes on oscillating. See, there is a direct relationship between the life force and the mind. There is a direct relationship between the life force and the mind. When you are losing more, your mind goes on oscillating. When your mind goes on oscillating, it will be succumbed for so many desires. In the beginning itself, I told you, we are succumbed for more towards food and sex. So like that, you will be going on wavering. This wavering is due to the loss of energy. So you have to regain that energy. How? Without a friction, there is no energy. See, you are all engineers. Some of you may be some other departments. But with common sense, we can understand that whoever wants energy, energy will be derived out of friction only. Is it not? See, if you want to run a vehicle, you have to pour some oil, and in that oil and that engine, there will be a piston. There will be a piston. That piston, unless it piston works, the oil cannot be converted to energy. So like that, there is a piston in our body. What is that piston? That is responsible for up and down movements of our respirations. So there is a force which is coming from the brain, and it is coming down and upward in the form of expression and inspiration. Like that, without these movements, you cannot convert your food into energy. But mostly, when you are losing more, the energy derived will be more thrown outside also. So whatever the food you take, only little amount of food is converted to energy, and that energy is also mostly being lost through our respirations. Is it not? So to counteract all these things, you have to do friction, churning. What is that friction and churning? See, there is, if you rub your palms, you will get physical energy. All of you, please rub your palms for 2 or 3 times. Only 2 or 3 times enough. Do you get heat or not? Do you get heat? This heat is nascent energy. That is instantaneous energy. Is it not? So like that, if you want to get energy, mental energy, you have to do churning within your body. That churning process is called pranayama. That churning process is pranayama. But unfortunately, the word pranayama is totally misunderstood. And the meaning of that pranayama is of 2 words. Is coined out of 2 words. That is prana plus ayama. Prana means prana shakti. Ayama means lengthening. Till now, you are always going downwards only, but not moving totally from the point of origin. So you have to take the upward inspiratory phase to the seat of its origin. So to take it upwards to the seat of origin is called ayamam. Ayam means lengthening. Lengthening means it cannot lengthen all of a sudden. You have to churn the life force within and get heat. With that heat only, this inspiratory phase will be prolonged. So by doing churning and getting heat, that heat is different from the heat you are getting from the digestion of the food. See, in this digestion, you are getting heat and at the same time it is accumulated with the carbon dioxide and other impurities. So many impurities are there. But in this pranayama, the pure energy in the form of yoga agni, that agni will dissolve the impurities. Thereby, it will increase the upward phase of pranayama, phase of inspiration. That is called pranayama. So, to get this mental energy, that's why this pranayama is a must for everybody, because everybody is losing that energy, So, first of all, we should understand exactly what is meant by pranayama. Pranayama means prana plus ayama. You have to prolong your life force from downwards to upwards. That pranam is already within you. You need not take anything outside from outside. You need not take anything from outside. But most of the people nowadays doing in the name of pranayama by catching this external air, keeping there in the lungs and telling that it is pranayama. This is swasayama. This is not a pranayama. For heaven's sake, I am telling, if you get initiated into this pranayama, you can immediately understand the difference between the swasayama and pranayama. This swasayam and pranayam. So, this is not my word. This is good old traditional Sanatana Brahma Vidya that is there in India. India, great rishis. Even Lord Sri Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita about this Buddhi Yogam or Pranayam. In 5th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Paramatma told Sparshan Krutva Bahirbahyan Chakshushaiva Antare Bhruvo Pranapano Samo Krutva Nasabhyantara Charino. There is one beautiful stanza in 5th chapter, Karma Sannyas Yogam. Sparshan Krutva. See, when we are losing energy through these senses, you have to shut down these 5 senses. How to? All of a sudden, you cannot shut down. By taking upwards and inwards only, you can shut down these 5 senses. Bahirbahyan, you keep them away. Chakshushaiva antare bhruvo, you look upwards. See, in our lineage, our Param Gurudev Swami Sivananda Paramasa is used to be seen in photos when he is looking upwards. And Lord Sri Krishna is looking upwards. Mahavtara Babaji is looking upwards. So all the great rishis, great people who are doing this pranayama, they always used to see upwards. Gaze should be upward. The same thing is told in this slokam. That is, Chakshushaiva antare bhruvo. This is a point called bhrumajjam. There are eyes, and above the eyes there is called bhru, kanubama. And in between the kanubama, that is called bhrumajjam. Bhrumajjam. So the center of the eyebrows. You have to keep your eyes upwards. There is a great science behind this. Of course, I will tell you at the time of initiation if you want. And Chakshushaiva antara bhruva prana apano samo krutva nasabhyantara charino. There are 2 forces in our body. They are called prana and apana. Prana is responsible for upward. Apana is responsible for downward. But originally these are one and the same only, one only. But when it is coming downwards, because it is losing energy, that energy is being converted into matter, That matter is in the form of gravity that is being accumulated in our navel or belly button or umbilicus, and also at the anal verge. So the lower portion below the navel or umbilicus is called apanam. That is heavy. The center of gravity for the earth outside and center of gravity for our body is at the bhuloko nabhideshasto. There is nabhi. This is called bhulokam. So this is called bhulokam. This is being accumulated gradually when you don't take it upwards. So that's why a lean person will become obese starting from the nabi itself. He will have that fat will be accumulated. Not only fat, all the impurities and everything, even water also, they will form the heaviest portion is called apana. When it is there, you cannot take it upwards. Your swasa will never go upward. That's why you feel breathlessness. And you will feel breathlessly. So your breathlessness is due to accumulation of more heavy portion that is in the form of apana. So this apanam started from pranam only. But at present we call them as two forces. That is prana and apana. So prana, apana, samo krutva. You have to combine them. You have to balance them. Paramatma says you have to balance them. How to balance them? One is moving upwards, another is moving downwards. How to balance them? You have to take the lower apanam and keep it there in the pranam. Then only they can be balanced. Not only balancing, it will be merged into that. So balancing here means you have to convert your apana shakti into prana shakti. How? By churning. If you do churning, you will get heat. That heat will dissolve this fat, water, impurities, burn out all these things. Then your upward force will be prolonged. That prolonging is called pranaya. That should be done within yourself only, not with this external aid. That is the thing happening in this world. Most of you have heard in YouTubes and others also. We say that pranaya means catch hold of the nostrils. Alternatively taking external air, keeping theirs. Like that, we are so many things are put forward. It's not. So this, of course, I don't deny 100% about this because initially they will be helping you also. But without knowing the exact pranayam, what I am going to teach, they are not leading you to salvation. But if you know the central pranayama, they use is not at all useful. They are not at all useful. So catch hold of the pranashakti inside. Inside. This is not. So the pranayama should be done within pranapano samokrita nasabhyantara charino. This is the great phrase told by Lord Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Nasabhyantara charino. Nasa means nose. Abhi means opposite. And antara means inside. So there is a portion of the throat. The portion of the throat has been divided into three parts. That is upper portion opposite to the nose, middle portion opposite to the mouth, and lower portion opposite to the larynx. So the uppermost portion of the throat is called nasabhyantara charino. In medically, we can say it is nasopharynx. That is just opposite to the nose. That means anatomically, for a layman, we can say that there is a kondanaluka, there is uvula, a soft palate. Behind that soft palate, there will be a tongue-like small portion will be hanging. That is called uvula. Behind that uvula and above, you have to practice. Lord Sri Krishna says you have to practice there, not here. See, if you do it from here, you will directly deal with the external. But you do inside, you will catch hold of your own life force, and simultaneously you will be reducing your external air intake. So external air intake will be simultaneously reduced because you are catching hold of your life force inside. You are not allowing it to come out. Till now it is going. Now when you are churning, you have a grip at the nasa abhyantara charana. When you have got that grip and do your up and down, there will be enormous energy. That energy is not physical energy, because if you do outside, you will get physical energy. Whereas whatever the energy you are getting inside the throat is called spiritual energy or mental energy. So that mental energy is necessary for everybody. Everybody. If you don't get it, if you don't churn it, if you simply allow your body to go on losing like this, nityam sanihito mrutyuhu. The death is always approaching you. Kartavyam dharma sangraha. You have to catch hold of the life force and take it upwards. So mrityu comes through this. But you can get amrutatvam. You can conquer by going upward. Leave alone the death. Meanwhile, you have to face so many diseases. What are all the diseases you are getting are nothing but the loss of energy. So this energy loss is responsible for accumulation of all these impurities. These impurities in the form of compound or phlegm that is being accumulated in our body, then it is responsible for all the diseases. If it is accumulated in the lungs, we call it as asthma. If it is accumulated in the blood, we call it thrombosis, blood clotting. That blood clotting, if it occurs in heart, you call it as heart attack. In a medical terrorism, myocardial infarction. When it accumulates in the brain cell, blood vessel, the thrombus, when it occurs in the brain blood vessel, you will get paralysis. So mainly these are enough. Rest of the diseases, so many things are with this only. So all the diseases are nothing but the accumulation of phlegm. That the phlegm, shariram sustiram yatis, shariram kafanasena sustiram yatim nishchitum. Like that, there is our great Rishi Telugu man was he has attained samadhi in the 350 years back. He is Sadasiva Brahmendra Swami. Did you ever, anybody heard about this Swami Sadasiva Brahmendra Swami? Sadasiva Brahmendra Swami is samadhi there in Tamil Nadu. He is a Telugu Rishi. He told this, Sariram kafanasena sustiram yati nishchitam. So when you want to make your body strong and sturdy, you have to dissolve this phlegm. So when it is accumulated more, naturally you will be succumbed for so many diseases. Even blood pressure, even atherosclerosis, and all these diseases, even joint pains. See, in America, most of the people, even though they are going to gym, but they cannot sit on the floor. Their body will be slim when they are going to gym. So they are getting slim by going to gym, but they cannot sit freely on the ground because of there is accumulation of this water, what you call vatam. What is vatam? Vatam means vayu. Vayu means pranam. That pranam, instead of heat in the nature, that is being converted into water, that is accumulated in the legs. So we are getting this arthritis. To get this relieved of this, we can do this joint replacements. We are getting so many alternatives, but the main alternative is increase your energy by getting this, doing this pranayama. So without knowing all these things, we are succumbed for so many advanced treatments except doing this pranayama. So this pranayama is not a new method, that is told since crores of years back. Crores of years, our Paramagurudev Swami Sivananda Paramahamsa, he was nothing but the incarnation of a great Rishi who lived long in the earth. On the earth, he is called Kakabhushanda Maharshi. There is a Kakabhushanda Maharshi. Kakabhushanda means Kaka in the name of in the form of crow. There is a great rishi. He lived for so many these what you call Srishti Pralayas, so many ages. He lived for so many yugas. And that Kakabhushana Maharshi told about this pranayama to Vasishtha Maharshi, who in turn told to Lord Sri Rama, who in turn told to Sita and Lakshmana and Anjaneya also. So this is all, the same process was told by our Lord Sri Krishna to Arjuna. The same process was done by Siddhi Sai Baba, Yogi Vamana, Veera Brahman, Jesus Christ, Muhammad Nabi, Saint John, Saint Paul, Mirabai, Vardhaman Mahavir, Guru Nanak, all these great people did the same process. But unfortunately, without knowing the exact science of this pranayama, most of the people, they have converted into their own methods, and they have resorted to so many pathways and calling it, naming it some other religion. See, every human being has the same parts. When you are not born to a particular religion or anything. There is no religion for your breath. There is no religion for your blood. See, we are creating when we are coming out. So this process is general to any person, but that can be done through a learned person. You have to learn through a learned guru. You cannot do it by simply seeing books or seeing YouTubes and something like that. So you have to learn that. That's why Lord Sri Krishna, Avatara Purusha, when he himself telling to Arjuna, he told, Tadvidhi pranipatena paraprasena sevaya upadeshantu te jnanam jnanina tattva darshanaha. He himself told that if you want to learn this, you approach a guru and prostrate before him, do service to him and ask questions, then he will tell about this pranaya, yogam. But that person must be sound with two things. One thing is, he must be sound with the scriptures, Vedic knowledge, and he must be practical also. A guru should have practical knowledge, and accordingly, he should have three also. That's why you have to go and approach guru. With that only, you can get this salvation or liberation. So everybody wants God. Who is God? Who is God? God means, till now we feel that he is in the form of some shape. When you feel that shape means there will be so many gods. Is it not? If you feel that God is in the shape, he will be in so many shapes. So you can understand that there are so many gods. That's why they are called deities, devatas. The God in the form of so many forms they are called deities or devatas. But the source for all these forms and devatas and deities is energy. That is supreme energy in the form of divine light. That level divine light is there within you. Without that light, you cannot survive. That's why in the beginning I told that the pranam or life force is nothing but divine light. So who is God? That God is within you in the form of this prana shakti, in the form of divine light. But without knowing the fact, we are searching for God outside. That is already created by you. A form is already created by you. But meanwhile, you have to resort to worshipping gods also in the temples, because there is no other go. We cannot straight away understand that the God is within us. You cannot straight away understand. Until then, you have to go to temples and pray God. But if you go on praying God sincerely, one day or other, you will have to think that where is God? How is God? How can you know about him? There are so many hundreds of people, when they are sincerely praying God in front of them, they prayed them and ultimately got this into this pranayama. Into this pranayama. See, initially we feel that God is a third person. He is outside. Is it not? We say that God is outside somewhere. You cannot say that you are God or I am God. But apart from you and I, we feel that God is another person. That is third person. So how can you know about the third person? Because we don't know. We cannot keep all these things. I am very busy with my job and other things. So whatever anybody, previous people say, God is there in the temple, let us go and pray him. Like that we are doing. Simple. That is also good, because only to pay the gratitude, to respect to God, we have to go to temples. We have to go to temples. But until now, you are praying like that only. You are writing the syllables only. Aksharabhyasam. You are doing these, regularly doing all these syllables, Aksharabhyasam. How long you continue these syllables? You have to understand. You have to know about God by energy and knowledge also. Knowledge also. Because God is knowledge. God is energy. God is happiness. God is light. So unless you know about that God, that all these qualities of God, there is no use in praying all these gods or deities. You will be having very little benefit out of them. Is it not? So if you want to know the reality, you have to resort for getting this mental energy. That mental energy by doing this pranayama. This is all about this pranayama. I can quote all the Shastram scriptures, but the thing is, I have told the fundamentals of a person, what is necessary of a person. The basic requirement is only to get mental energy. Because of loss of energy only, we are having all these hatred and other things. So all these sapta vyasanas, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madhvasari, all these arishad vargas are nothing but the loss of energy. When you are losing, you will be resorted for all these arishad vargas. If you want to get rid of them, increase your energy. That is the fundamental in a nutshell. I told you. Now you can ask any question, we can answer in that way, and that angle I can answer to the possible extent by me. Please.
When you try to say like breathe from the not from that, but you have to go from the
Throat.
throat.
Okay. Okay.
So with that you take more intake rather than breathing from your nose.
No. Here, not taking air inside. You are doing churning. When you are doing churning with the air inside your throat, you are getting more energy. Here, intake means not intake of this external air. You are taking upwards, from downwards to upwards only. What is your doubt, I say? Please.
No, I was understanding like taking breathing from instead of
No. That is not correct. Till now, that is wrong. I told you it is all only swasayama. That's not pranayama. Any doubt? Water. Did you? No, I don't take water. See, might have observed so many persons while they are talking, they will take water, going on taking water. A person who is strictly doing this pranayama can never take load, will never take water. For how long? See, there is a process in this. When you are doing this pranayama, your brain will be enriched with this pranam. See, your pituitary and hypothalamus parts of the brain are there. The hypothalamus is having two centers. They are responsible for thirst and appetite. So when you are getting that energy to this hypothalamus, your thirst will be reduced. Here, not taking water means Gradually it will be reduced. You cannot stop abruptly or anything. We are taking food means you will have to take water, but the amount of water will be very less when compared to persons not doing this pranayama.
What is your opinion on Kapalabhati?
With that, please come. Please come. So that is a very good question about Kapalabhati. The word Kapalabhati is coined out of two words. Kapalabhati. Kapalam is here or anywhere. Kapalam where? Where it is Kapalam? Here. Bhati means shining, glowing. So when you are doing Kapalabhati, your Kapalam will have to glow. You have to glow. But whatever you see are anywhere in the persons who are practicing this Kapalabhati, they are going on pushing downwards. Like that, they are pushing downwards. Is it not? They are not at all allowing to take inside. Simply they are throwing outside. When they are throwing outside, how can the Kapala will be blown? Is it not? Just reverse to the original word of Kapalabhati. It is a great word. Kapalabhati means if you do this correct pranayama, your Kapala will glow. But whereas these people who are misunderstood and simply doing it in a reverse way, simply they are throwing and expelling the energy by quickly outside. So this is totally wrong. So there is another, the word is good, but wrong, process is wrong. Anything, please come. Yes. Well. See, naturally, when you are trying to know the fact, you will go to YouTube and hear some pravachnas from all the persons. But whoever says, wherever you see, it should be a scientific method. It should be till now I have explained that the root cause is you are losing energy through the respirations. If you want to regain that energy, you have to churn within yourself. There is no use of doing this what you call the Kapalabhati or Anuloma, Viloma, Abhastrika and other. These are all preliminary methods. They are simply to clean the clean airway pathway in the lungs superficially. But they can never clean the 72,000 nose. There are 72,000 nose. If you want to clean them, you have to get heat. That heat in the form of this churning process of pranayama only, they will clean. Understand? But as a layman, you cannot discriminate. Simply try to hear whether it is told in scientific method or not. First thing, if you want to confirm any method, whether it is correct or not, it should be scientific. It should be in accordance with the scriptures. Yeah, there is no person to invent any new method. See, this is only an old method, but it should be scientific, correlated with the science scriptures, and you can understand very easily. No sooner you get initiated, but before getting initiated, you have to rely upon these two things. Whether I am telling correctly or scientifically or not. Yes, please come forward.
Everyone is not the same place, but still they wanted to learn. So when I'm doing pranayama, the question is, how can I, as a layman, I can feel I'm doing it? What are the things?
See, when you are doing when you are doing pranayama, I will assure that from today onwards, you will start getting energy. If you are doing pranayama correctly, because this is of this churning process, within no time you are getting energy outside. Is it not? When you are rubbing the palms, you are getting energy. Like that, if you rub inside, you will get energy from today onwards. You will get heat now itself. So the best proof for whether it is you are doing pranayama correctly or not, you will get instantaneous and simultaneous, spontaneous energy. Not only energy, your brain will become refreshed, the thoughts will be reduced, and not only that, you will be active. You will be active starting from first day onwards. So this is the correct proof. This proof is told by Lord Sri Krishna also. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idamuttamam, Pratyakshaavagamam, Dhanyam, Susukum Kartum, very easy to practice. And at the same time, Pratyakshaavagamam, Dhanyam, spontaneous results will be there. Any more? Please come forward.
So I really like the way you said, Swamiji.
Huh?
I really like the way you said.
Yes.
When we born, our body doesn't know that what religion is. Blood doesn't have a religion, right? I really like the way you said. Thank you.
Yes.
Now the question is, when you said expiration or inspiration, is it the breath in or breath out? That's what you're saying?
Yes. Please. I am allotting more time towards question and answers, so that you.
So till now you explained like the way, like the right way, like chanting.
Yes.
Are you going to teach like the way how we should do it?
I came here to teach you only. Don't worry about it. I will initiate. Any other question? Please. Please come forward so that I can hear your question clearly.
So you said mostly we don't have any because we are expiring to an expiring. So do you think it means that we take long breaths inside and just.
No, don't count now itself. Only thing is, I am telling very clearly, because when you are losing energy through the expressions, again, do churning inside, depending upon your churning, depending upon your obstruction, that is phlegm, you will get that energy. When you have got much phlegm inside your body, you will get little energy initially. But if you go on doing like that, it will be converted into energy. Is it not? So, pranayama means not to simply blindly follow somebody. If anybody says, you will get proof from the day of initiation onwards. Anyone?
So what is the end objective of this exercise? So for example, after a year, this is what should happen. After 5 years, this is what I should expect. After 15 years, this is what I should expect. Is there a roadmap for expectations by continuing this pranayama?
See, you need not count for years or anything. See, your progress will depend upon your process of doing pranayama. See, initially you will do it for few minutes, but if you switch on to minimum 1 hour enough initially, you will find the difference. Then when you taste this energy, you will never forget it. Then you will go on. This is the very easiest method, You can practice this pranayama while you are on duty also, while in driving also. So at all times you can practice. You need not sit. Initially, you have to sit in a particular posture and do this pranayama early in the morning and in the evening also if possible. But rest of the time is you can practice this pranayama while you are on duty. So you throughout your day, you will be more energetic. So that totally depends upon the progress. Totally depends upon your effort. If you do effort continuously, you will reach within 6 months. If you don't eat, it may take some births. That is what Lord Sri Krishna says. Do not, you are not reached in this birth. You may be born again as yoga brashta. You will be continuing the same process of pranayama. Right.
Do you want to come forward?
Anybody, please come forward and tell your question.
Swamiji, I have been doing meditation from, I learned Siddha Samadhi.
Yes, that's why. Ah. Yeah.
So I have been doing over for past 20 years.
Yes.
So, I mean, now I feel that I am thoughtless. Basically, my thoughtless means, I mean, in the past, I used to get all kinds of thoughts. It's basically controlling the thoughts, right? Now I see the difference, like Guruji said, like, I see practically. So sometimes, unless I think, I don't get thoughts. So basically, some good thoughts we get, bad thoughts, but is there a meditation linked with this yoga manda?
Right. Can you come forward? If you can ask further questions also. You come forward and sit here. I will answer you. Come here. Everybody knows about this word meditation. It's not meditation. But what is meant by meditation? Nobody knows. Simply closing the eyes is not meditation. First thing. It's not. If you sit like this, if you go on hearing like this, you don't get sleep. But if you close the eyes, after some time, you will go to drowsiness. Is it not? That drowsiness, we feel that we are getting some eternal bliss, some Brahmananda we are enjoying. That is nothing but the prodromal state of sleep. Why? Because, see, if you want to keep your body erect, unless you get energy to this brain, you cannot make it erect. You will be going on bending like this, it will happen. So without doing anything to this body, to the brain, you can never sit erect. That is told in Bhagavad Gita. Samankai shirogrivam dharayan achilam staraha sampreksha nasikagram saudasascha avalokyan. Whatever meditation or whatever the thing you want to do, you sit erectly. You should keep your body, head and neck all should be perpendicular. How can you make it perfect? You can make it perfect straight line or perpendicular only for few minutes. Afterwards, you can never stand like that. Is it not? So you will naturally bend like this because you are not getting sufficient blood supply to the brain. This is the only method in which you will get the blood supply to the brain throughout. Whatever the amount of time may be, you can sit like hours together by looking erect only because you are doing voice sadhana. So without doing voice sadhana, there is no use of doing meditation. See, meditation is like this. See, when you are churning buttermilk, you will get the butter that will be floating on the surface of the buttermilk. Is it not? So that butter is nothing but the divine light collected here. When you are doing this pranayama, you will get heat. That energy will be again collected here in the form of divine light. That is like butter. Only to collect and see that butter like divine light is you have to do this meditation. You have to do this meditation. See, without churning, can you get butter? No. So unless you do pranayama and collect this butter, you cannot go to meditation. Meditation is to collect that butter. Without doing this churning, there is no use of doing this meditation. Simply closing the eyes can never be called as meditation. Is it not?
It's like 15 minutes only just to control the thought process.
No,
After that, it's-
say thought process is something, why you are getting thoughts, why you are getting thoughts, because you have got mind. So when you are having mind, you will have thoughts. When you are having thoughts, you got mind. Is it not? So the thoughts are nothing but the fluctuations in your vital force. When your prana shakti is flowing up and down in the form of respirations, you will be going on getting thoughts. So thoughts control only by means of controlling of the life force. Without catching out the life force, you can never have control over the thoughts or the mind. So everybody who is doing all these sorts of methods, they are leaving the respirations downwards freely and trying to catch the mind. See, there is a flame, there is a flame in the midst of the air currents. In the midst of air currents. If you want to make the flame still, what should you do? Can you catch out the flame or air currents? What do you say? You have to catch out the air currents, air. Then the flame becomes still. Our mind is like a flame and our respirations are like air currents. So if you want to make our mind thoughtless or still, you have to catch hold of the air currents which are in the form of respirations. So try to catch hold of the respirations by doing pranayama. When you take it upwards, that our mind becomes still. Without catching this, there is no meaning, there is no use of doing this meditation. Understand? So these are all unscientific. Unscientific. There was a lot of discussion in India also between all these things. I know. Okay. Any more? At the time of initiation, Upadesu, I will tell what is pranayama and what is meditation also. Okay. Nah.
Like some people, by default, they have like more prana. You see, like they
Please. I'm not able to hear you properly. Please come here.
what I was saying is like some people by default, by birth or like whatever you see, they have more energy, like more prana shakti or like energy. They need like 3-4 hours of sleep and they're like energetic. Whereas like most of us, like morning we wake up itself we are tired. So what are they doing?
They must be doing pranayama.
Even without knowing they're doing.
No. Without knowing, they must be knowing. Without knowing and without doing, they can never be energetic. They must be knowing and they must be doing. No. Some people, there in our human birth, there are 3 types of people. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. There are good people. There are some people who are with sattvam. They born with energy. And there are some people, they will be going on losing energy. They are born with rajogunam. And most of the people who are sleeping, we want to sleep for 8 to 10 hours. If you do sleep for 8 to 10 hours, means your brain is already vacating. Is it not? So energetic means energy means energy process. Energy getting process only you have to do. Otherwise, you can never be energetic. Momentarily, you can be energetic by exhausting your adrenaline from the body, by burning your glycogen from the liver. Momentarily, you can be energetic by exhausting all these energies, but you can never be energetic throughout. But you will be energetic when you do this pranayama.
So you're saying if they have sattva guna,
Yes, definitely. Because they were born with sattva guna. Not sattva guna means not simply keeping quiet. See, not simply keeping quiet is not sattva guna. They are all tamogana people only. Sattva guna means tapasa prapite sattvam. one must be doing this tapas. Tapas means tapite iti tapaha. Tapaha means getting heat. So when you, without doing this pranayama, you can never get that heat. That is energy. Then only he will be turned into sattva vanam. But originally there will be some people with observing the diet and other things. They are thinking about the inside, about the sadhana and all this. They will be a bit energetic when compared to others, but they also should do this pranayama.
We have any age limit for starting age
Age for what? Doing this pranayama? Oh, you can, at any age you can do. At any age you can do. There are people who got initiated at the age of 90. We have got devotees of who reached 90. So I think all of us are not crossed 90. But starting age is 10 years. One must be crossing 10 years. Our directive is to give initiation only after 10 years of age. Any more questions? Because all the way I am talking about this yogam. So whatever I talk daily, the audience, they will hear the same subject daily. So I need not repeat again and again. But for you, it is a fresh subject. For the audience, it is not a fresh subject. They are already in hearing. So that's why I have told nutshell the subject in a simple way and kept quiet and allotting time for you to question.
I think we have exhausted all the questions, right? Are there any other questions? No.
Is it Gita? Okay, your husband is there. Okay. Banti is there? No, you are Banti and Gita. Okay. Purnamai. Right.
If whoever wants to take initiation from it, there's a way to say that and then take the initiation. Shobhan and Shekharji will tell about the initiation process. Looks like we have questions left.
how much time we can spend once we take the I have no idea of what the initiation process.
If you do this, if you get initiated, you can start with 10 minutes. Then afterwards, you can increase. Then ultimately, you must be reaching 1 hour per day. Later on, if you taste it, you can never stop it. You can continue it for hours together. Okay. Ah. Ah.
Without desire, we don't have goals in life. Without goals in life, we don't know why we are living this life.
Okay.
So how do we balance?
The balancing means, first of all, you should know the target and you should know how to reach the target. You should know the process to reach the target. And you go on doing like that. You cannot abruptly stop with the desires and other things. You are already in the midst of the ocean of these desires. Ocean of the desire. But if you go on doing this pranayama with the increasing of energy, naturally your desires will be reduced like anything. See, all these desires are due to deficiency of energy only. When you are getting energy, desires will be gradually reduced. See, I will tell you in a paradoxical way. The desire is to get energy only. Without, not for that energy, most of we are thinking that we try to fulfill our desires in the form of sensory pleasures by eating and all these things. But the real desire is only to get salvation. In 7th chapter, Paramatma says, Dharma avidho bhuteshu kamoshu bhartar sabha. I am the desire, but it is according to dharma. That is, to reach me only, that is a greatest desire. But our desires are very small. If you want to have desire, you go to God, reach God. You should have that much thirst to reach that, reach God. That is the greatest desire. But we people with less mental energy, we are having little desires. So don't try to have little desires. Have a one great desire, that is to reach God.
How do you define reaching the God? How do you define reaching the God?
Reaching God. First of all, you should know who is God. Who is God? Unless you know,
Myself is God.
huh?
Everyone is God.
God, everyone is God. We are assuming like that. We should define. Everybody is God. When we are God, see, when we are God, why you are suffering all these things? Huh? You are not suffering means why do you ask question? See, you are venturing to ask question means you must be suffering. Is it not? Not the time. Huh?
Without any discussion.
No. See, most of we are assuming. Actually, practically, we are not that. We are only assuming like that. God is there, no doubt, no doubt. But I will tell you, who is God? God is in the form of energy. That energy is not there throughout uniformly in everybody. Our energy is in certain levels, but God is infinite energy. That infinite energy is like the electricity in the wire. So there is electricity that is there in our everybody. But that energy is being tapped out according to our reception. Our reception. What is that reception? Our mind. Our mind should be in a position to receive that energy. When your mind is becoming weakened, even if you think that I am God, it is of no use. No.
A person can get God. So God is
What? Yes. No, not that. See, we are always assuming that whatever the people said, and we are presuming that I am that. You are not that. I will give you an example. See, according to the great statement, God is within us. He is equally within us. Like that 1 crore check you have got, you are the worth of 1 crore check. You have got 1 crore check worth. So all of are equal. When you got the value of that 1 crore check, all are with 1 crore check value only. But if you want money, what will you do? You have to go to bank and encash it. Otherwise, without encashing, I thought I got 1 crore check. It is of no use at all. So without encashing the check, if you think that I am 1 crore worth of 1 crore worth, that check cannot be used for your cleaning the tongue also. Is it not? You have to convert into energy. You have to uncash it. So those people who can uncash the check can only see that I am having God. I am becoming God. And I am God. Without converting into that, simply assuming that I am God is nothing like that. See, there is this fire, the fire is there in the wood. Is it not? Do you admit or not? Fire is there in the wood. But how can you say that fire is there in the wood? You make it, convert into 2 pieces and rub them. When you rub them, you'll get fire. Without rubbing and without getting fire, say that the fire is there in the wood. There is only assumption. You have to practically experience it. Is it not? So here Vedanta means you have to experience practically. Vedanta always should lead to experience practically within yourself, not by assuming anything. Okay. Any more? No. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Or any motivation why should we do this? Because when you do a treadmill, we have a certain goal, like we have to burn some calories, or we have to read some lines. But this is a meditation, right? Because it's purely open. If it's open, we don't have any direction. So what I
Say, first of all, what for we have learned this pranayama, you should know. This is only to get energy. See, when you are doing the other exercise method, you are burning calories. It's not. Burning calories to get slim, to reduce weight. It's not. But we don't know what is happening to our body, what is happening to our system. Whatever the exercise you do, you are losing divine energy. You are losing divine energy. To regain that divine energy, you have to do this internal pranayama. When you are doing this internal pranayama, you will get all the benefits of even your exercise, yoga asanas, whatever the outside method you do, you will get all the benefits from this pranayama. So the target is, if you want to get a benefit out of anything, if you do simply do this pranayama, you will get all the things. Oh.
from morning to
Yes, I already told you.
we sit on the chair,
Yes, to regain that energy.
what we discuss
Yes,
brain and we do take a lot of stress.
yes.
So
To overcome the stress only, you have to do this. That is the target.
all but the body also should have some certain exercise, and then the
Do this pranayama. No, you need not do any exercise. You need not do. You would simply start doing this. Initially, you do this pranayama and get the benefits out of it. And after getting that, if you don't find any result, say for example, because of some slackness or some wrong doing correctly, you may not be getting expected results. Then you can switch on to some other method, what all you are doing previously. But no doubt you will get straight away this result. What all you are getting out of all these methods, you will be getting more results than that. You do for 1 hour, then you can understand. Okay.
Are there any more questions?
Energy.
Energy are going to help us to lead in that direction.
Help us.
To lead in that direction, what Lord Shri Krishna Bhagavan said in the Bhagavad Gita. Because currently, with that current energy, what we are doing, in the sense of what you already mentioned.
See, with this energy, in our routine life, whatever you want, that will be fulfilled by this energy. In whatever you want, physical or mental or anything spiritual also, you will get fulfilled with this energy. This is not physical energy, this is spiritual energy. Because of lack of the spiritual energy, we are doing searching for all these things. It will be used. See, initially nobody is trying to get liberated. Nobody is trying to get salvation, moksha or something like that. First of all, you are facing so many troubles in this family. you have to counteract them. You have to face them with a sufficient resistance. You have to counteract them. How? When you are getting energy, your problems will be solved both physical and mental also. Later on, after getting some knowledge, then you will come to know that I should be liberated from this, like that. There is one stanza in Uttara Gita. Yogena Gatakamanam Bhavana Brahmachakshase Atmamantrasya Hamsasya Paraspara Samanvyat Yogena Gatakamanam Bhavana Brahmachakshase. See, initially a yogi or any other person will be doing the method only to counteract the miseries that you are facing. In family troubles, all these things you are facing. So when you are doing this pranayama, when you are getting energy, those problems will be dissolved. If at all they are not dissolved, you will be withstanding. You can withstand from that situation. So that's why initially you will be getting rid of all these desires. Desires initially they will be fulfilled also. And later on, you don't have desire. Then you will switch on to getting to liberated. That is told in Uttara Gita. Okay, shall we close the session? And if you any more question?
Before we close, I just have a few thanks to say.
Okay. You please come here and tell out of thanks.
I would like to thank India International School for graciously agreeing for us to host this program. And also I would like to thank Shekhar Garu and the Best Runners Group for sponsoring this event. And we would also like to thank Santosh Swapna for graciously, decorating the stage for Sri Guruji. Fab events, anytime we can use them. And also we'd like to thank Jay Shri Garu for her countless, efforts, and also Bhavani and Swapna and Srini Garu, and also Anil for graciously transporting the food, and Mallikarshuna and Shravan. Everyone, thank you so much. Without you all, this event would not have been possible, and we would not be able to host.
First of all, thank for patient hearing.
Without further ado, we can start the initiation process.
All right.
Start the initiation.
Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Gobrahminebhyah Subhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhno Bhavantu. Om Sarve Sukhna Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrana Pasyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunuktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Guru Namah. Jai Gurudev.
How many people would like